Well, we have 6 players returning from last year, and obviously it's not the way that we wanted our season to finish. So deep diving, free agency, and being knocked out before the playoffs. There's a lot of interviews and soul searching. What we as an organisation can get better at. Myself as a coach, for the players that are returning, how they see themselves as an organisation, what we can continue to build on. So there's a lot that goes into it, and obviously the free agency list is big, and being able to get a look at that a little bit earlier while teams are still playing and jockeying for the title, it was definitely a key advantage for us. Yeah, when you're building a roster, you've got to take the complement of the guys that you have and try and use their skill sets and maximise that, and then try and find players that fit into those pieces that can slot in, make them look good, and also be able to play a role that obviously we didn't have, and be able to fill that spot that some teams already had in place. Learned a lot. Clearly, from not having as much talent as some teams to having a lot of talent. When I say a lot of talent, talented enough to go and win a title or compete for one. Dealing with injuries is always a key part of the game, and I think this past year, having covered a lot of areas where I thought if someone goes down, we'll be okay. Obviously, controlling the controllables. As you know, throughout a season, it's long, it's very hectic at times, but it's if you can control the controllables and the group being on the same page makes a big difference. Getting better as a club and an organisation of just identifying a few things and making sure that we continue to grow in those areas as well along the way. Clearly, as most starters, you want to have guys that can impact and carry a load for you and play. If they can continue to do that, and you want to implement guys that can come in and substitute and play a role if someone's injured for a period of time, or when you sub out, that you don't lose it. The drop-off is not as big, and I think making sure that we find the right pieces through free agency or from overseas is definitely key, and some of it won't happen in the next 2 days, but it's definitely a process, and it's taken a long time to identify those guys. But then also, once you narrow that down, doing the background check and from where they've played, the clubs that they've been at, their teammates to their organisations, and so on.